Bushing like video share more before for now on also any be interest unsubscribe to the channel and so adaroma subscribe and be part of the family say be a news update biano ubenya bi na wetumi ahwe na Honorable Frederick Opare Ansah yeah chairman for NPP National Elections Committee na wedding komo bebre e dia atudwa se nei se dia enyina enim se NPP elections ahodo egusu ekoso constituency dia akoso ma regional dia nso akoso smoothly bibia NC ya say basa bia emba so far na national elections are and also yet stipulated to take place in October no so no omugusu a omode niama egu akwanmu a enya asem ketwa afen nso no wedding common bebre into this NDC governance under John Dramani Mahama enya asem ketwa na ensemo a ode egu apron so no emu ehwam yie papa edi se ogibre na utimi etiebie na onsoso utimi eche wadwen efa ho yangibre na yenkoti abra one bono hene esinkonwa na omudi nkomo.
Things are okay for now, except atataya yetatai inuanum ebi ene kwanya yefaso by faso ye no mani bi no manage enwe peye obia nkasesa bi obidi bone a na onfa ne ho totroto na mum yemfa mra kwan so na no se da yeti ehungu montenso na wobo MPP nyum na menim se ka nyum no ho anase eye mu station no na baby wa say the elephant never forgets
and yani boshim
but I no cry we won't forget if you say some of the things man can say we won't forgive we say we won't forget you rain free yeah air cost
but obi so can be say forgive and forget
say no so anana me catch obi o demonstration mu na omo ebisa me sem say tini ekoso amoka ho ase me na me say normally bi ho a NDC for a set very bad precedents.
Okay.
Very, very bad. But this is you boss no so by October 2028.
Remonacha.
No on the Ujani akoshe US. I'm Ujani akoshe.
Onka heya ni antina krom heya.
Ujani akoshe. Ujani akoshe. We gida eti ha ko be bia.
Obia bibia tie nyina enti
ya wo ya na hotia. Yeni ye obi ne biso bi sendi oye ne hotewe ya gawani mu ntewe so oye ne ya gawani mu atew ontretre na kwan na hu se Asante he na kan yonyame na meka ose mre enye de yeninka so obeko na ene wo de Ghana mra ahye omotuam na se de wo pe na wo ye wo hwe obi ani ma wo so wo de wo kofa 50 million bras ya ma bail say bail conditions ne de incarcerate nipa. Why we ya over bad now 1 billion cedis so answer the work on how be you. I say treat people the way you want to be treated tomorrow. Near cost no enye. Until me fear say me case so bia ye bone a why bone. Kwan ya tisi ye di nipa faso ye mfa mfaso. Ghana mra ye mra pon ye other subsidiary laws ne trese kwan ya ye faso a ye di obi asebi mpo why bone a ye pese ye kokana asem. A ye nyamua ne fo no. Ya kwanya ya desa no man faso so what I say na mum utumi achiro because some a lot of people omko hoba no ye no mudi nkomo ya frel yes kasemen yes bi fa on sache paper bi asese say
so yo ni ahya wo say kasemen nya bi
not adenin pontia ya chi no wo ko radio so do kasa do ma MPP the people come there insinuating all these things so nti yes sir emwo amwa tete nipa fa hundie so di
but he sheki mu ana
sheki ye the American say the be na se be omo a omo tia ban mo bi o ho a ne ekosu ya nyo no yo so no tia so ye bi
okay
so hwe na no one of young crop is a miracle so ho omo chi na asa fi no omo hwe kwa adu bi kra e de abo no I say wo de wo na wa ban mu bi nti en chi na fi ye mpa charge bi mfa mo. So I say normally be yako we and it is not good, it is not fair. We have to speak against it. Those involved but if what tiaba mu say omunya hu e omonte ye dia e kasa twa omadwe akoso. Na me ya wa meti he dia ti aba ba mu na bi ato am frame o Vremi say obepa me chewa. We NPP ni kra friends say opo bi ama chewa. E do weka ho.
But honorable, my ye be paying. To be almost party no paying for me too lenient because NPP ba power near what even MPs sitting MPs. No mo je akatria mienu ebi je mi ensande keke ka ho. Ene ebi sitting ministers.
Maybe frame
and muli di
me wo messages were hard na ebi send bi sa me say.
But mo patro
ba che na nti ye be me dey say me ni abam na kopacha mo. Na me ni abam.
But ye NPP paying for bi mo muli di patro.
But these are the things we are talking about. Say, mommy enhwe ni yi. Anya bone no obi aya o twe na so no na ha me o.
Okay.
I know there me for so pa so obi ya bone a ye hwehwem so why bone ampa. Emrani ni na mum kwan na odi nipa no e fa so. So what I say, kwan na odi nipa na ye de e fa so. Sa kwan no ehwo asem na me maker. Say ye hwe ni yi. Unim pefeze bia obi crime wadi you are looking at a beer 5 million cedis one asem esa answer o person odini shemu now obo 55 million asem so that you can set a bail of a certain amount not just say achina shaho. These are the things I'm talking about. Say yanya careful na precedents na ye set no ochina abeba be die tiae precedents na ye set no ochina ebeba be die tia na de tumi ne hye wonsem de sebe de open out de tumi no ebeye ochina na Ghana for jom tumi no de ama party foforo na fe ohun akwadwa mu se oye bi o so wanye bi o ye so mu kwa ese ye be hwe ntu de pe bill be 500 million bra now we in the meantime. Why should we get to that point? That is my worry. We know what is right, we know what is fair. So let us do that.
Right, where the Ajuma yababa substantive issue no so MPP in common yebedi, but ye would hano, and I know say we a IT person, and ye Juma why you be paying, and ye boy nukra unim the patre free speech under John Dramani Mahama and the NDC government. Who say?
Mejidi say your cause democracy is under threat demonstration. One major component ana ye kan ho asem ay free speech. Sabi say obetin ne yes TikTok away acheno we were post BB on X acheno is your mamra na ye de adwuma no ni nyina wo botai eta echiri mra na wo ho president kufo by ana ye your friend no criminal libel so na samre no na NDC aban no no mugina so de chiche nkrofo o ka asem ne empre ne achiwo ne sa president kufo ba no be yi free ho say ye wo civil libel e wo ho say obi e kasetia na ompene wani nye ho
a civil case
faneko court ampa ene channels sa kasa ni bi e fa so e ba no nyina ehu say asesa first na nke bi a newspaper ne radio pe ene wo say radio e sabe no ina me betna hai so me kasa na man kasa ya utumetia me kasa honorable asma kan dey one can he station issue disclaimer honorable also try na so who betumi asa by nay because of the multitude of channels available online I said there Kevin Taylor some friends to be transit cinco nyono kwa no twapuasa so enti no kra bia na yedu ba bia etese yetumi ahwe ye mra nim na yetumi apply emra no so your best sample ya system they apply said there this sanity ebeba omanim but the important thing about emra is and this emra ehwe obi tintin ehwe obi tietia obi kese obi fiafia oye obi party odom obi tribe freem and this emra hwe sade no now we obi odidi ni party makasetia ni pa ogana hachi na utwa kabinteda ho akwakochi TikTok afofo akwakochi ai obi a opposition on X the odia dia Asante hinatem odi president at odi vice president atem odi ohimpo bia do twa bia ho Ghana hampoa me ameti he magime de pe
o timi bia na no kasetia
so atiazi yi na twa bia hampoa edi wo po bia chi no but ono Kevin Taylor du Ghana ne amanu police escort no ti aban ka mu na we ne de na ekoba Now poor TikToker be on nam the baby no akochi no. Ade. Is the law being selectively applied now? That is the real problem. Say,
but do you see selective justice?
I see that everywhere.
Under John Dramani Mahama.
Yes, who says here in terms of the application of the law, no. I say belonging to a political party be there, okasa yebechu. No who say Adru Soma Branti be there skits bi wo. I odu ho bi say Adrian Ben audio media someone chino. When ills get into society, that is one of the ways Uncle for the bar up as I grow. Into your penny now kit or mine him, when do your mine so, when I ubu or mine. Now starting who sa no mana, who saw man for the Casachron. And yet when your position for na, ye can answer me true. Nipana me, or yes, I'm on chin lawyer, I'm a friend lawyer, me minimum. I mean, just said that about me anymore. I mean, just sure say, but they can all see, say, hey, say, dear. Here and so be according to make a Grammy news, maybe an agent. I want to know for the make. I will be PBC about Timo Mustache. Had also what I got now. He as I say this is Monchino. That is where we've got into as a country. When we did that demonstration, one of the key things not air driving. Yes, a young choir demonstration. Has I mentioned na abano. Sabi, a hadri, o Casana or here, now here, or shoulders. So I didn't say Banessa. I should be able to feel that maybe cause of my name and ya, met me a casafa home, maybe a macro or dummy fee, I will be a mamma country, say, Monchino. Oh, indeed, Monchino abano. Ya, a yajin, some penny, Utimia, Utimia, Umranti Bitia, Momo woman, Monchino Castle. Right. Namagana for quine, Nania, Eje, they are enye, the Omopeso Mocasafa hono. Amoncasa, not about me, Amocochiobi, Onidimu say, Wakaset, was a misrem, may war a buy Mukra, me vice president Granana, a Mudimi atem, and yan none of my position. May ye make campaign at the upper power back now, Obi Kudimi atem, Amacochino Midimu, Munyana. Me press charges be in that manner. That's what I say. And he has said it too. At the same time, he even admonished us as Ghanaians. So, notwithstanding that, Yama Yakasa Honsu Enti. Yangina encourage say Yama Kasa Ayaka no Honti. But say, O pese o tinetine no with a mra. She shall run to her no beer who's a mra in a daho. Now apply mrano equally. So, Obi to many Ninyanya, Yina. Tokwesi no yachino yamani bela munumwa obi kokasa na ne kasa no ekotochia esane party odomunti osi we there monchino na mfa ni shem na yanka ni bail conditions wasem. The use of bail as a means to detain and incarcerate people is wrong. Every person wasuyamra na wayamra wasem be say the bail conditions are parliament set, you know, it's never intended say the kipu nipa no behind bars. There be it is to give you some assurance say nipa na all kono depend on the gravity of sabe bonia why no say wa mampa no dwania or minor and moka ewo na de no. That is why you set bail conditions. These unreasonable bail conditions are here setting politicians, political opponents, are wrong.
Right. Yanchino no. Who's so my Ghana so a day?
Sebi. I'm ready by any account or Ghana, however, Kaya, first flag bearer. Ekasai is a case were breaking the culture of silence. What was it that never not so jabai never? So what I say, into Bibi crown or binding yena and ya NDC for NDC at time. Now say nya Okasa Monchino. Nam say no name free or mumu NDC for na that's so mumujem. And no ana assign aqua babisi neya ama abom mu a okasa as Monchino. Then so so dey nyo. If so ba be do baby a bibi wo man mu na nya instead say omanfo no beka ho asem no bia edi ye hwe ha na wan hwe yi na omanfo no hwe ha yese izu charity o man dey ehwa ana
civil uprising be crab it miaba
ana tap on cheni so dey oje wo say ye kasa ye venti ye higher ye kano it is a way of letting there be calm in society. Some me better radio is they have me manya kwan ma kan say dia it is a mechanical some can it you be to me make court say na asema kan wa head here one and obi na ye kan just an individual even an institution make me make court say you defamed this institution and we are holding you for civil libel. That mom not because they have prosecutorial powers been at the end, Opare as a radio so can say it, Moncheno. That is wrong. And then next time, I say, men Kazasa, na men can home, me de home. Me nyame so nipa be 100,000 ya home near Tizi Montes already. See ya home, another crazy boomer. That is dangerous. And until every democratic country talks about freedom of speech and they encourage the population to vent. What I say, Parliament near the Angrofoko, Ekokasei, it is an opportunity for communities through elected representatives to let their opinions known. Yeah, MPC be back at say, Binumoha, Omo Kasa or Parliament, you are no more starting your messages, say, O Kasa too much, why here, Yabacho. Hey, yeah, Nina Kosu, my Nina Kosu Ghana, my. That is very dangerous. Free speech is really under attack. Especially Omo Minister Penn. Someone him say nipa no wayo boni bi on ministry. Go ahead and prosecute nipa no, but don't use it as a bar to people to bar them from speaking their mind. Because of course odi minister no transaction bi o ye huni yi. Mo huni ya mo friend no church room. Amamo mfa nya say nunti osori o parliament no kasa wi a no mo send the message say me dey bre na ba ko to me nsem a me dey nyina beto abonti
message bi a threat message bi a benya bi
obi am na o media na me dey obey that threat me anya me ka omo e receive na omo ka kire ni bi na me nya ba ko dia me dey ba beto abonti na video omo dey be ni pa omo fa nko ene ere. It is bad, it's getting out of hand, and the earlier the president sits up on this matter, the better for all of us.
Right, why is Troni? And then a media no very many quiet. Sitting president John Dramani Mahama, where is a woman who the costs CSOs, Imami for clergy, Ubia Benadrin say in whom the costs Kruma.
Well, may feel say whatever you do, a section of any of the groups are okay. Ebibe Kasafa, when that is what we've seen. But we are talking also about said Yabeya Dodo Nebekasa. Afahona is roni who enkoshe nipam. Bro, be out the obekasa. Na only be another station. Ebia na station pani for cry no osrose na didi ebebono osrose ne dabre ebebono tino ayidi no so ehye nimu. So I just see so senior their DB the same thing. Clergy same thing. So important say you be use our culture no and develop real culture so be a so say be obekasa o Ghana mai mo ha.
Right, about operations are we will be our being year pa. Ye 12 by year 2024. Say flash back remember say be ko yinchi because you see any there rekosem of ye chini abufono. You did to me ma NDC John Dramani Mahama. Your first assessment about the NDC government John Dramani Mahama. Abosome be do and what you
Sabi anyame na makasama NDC4 omwa ebosha ahoro omode ehye Ghana 4 no ano ne yehu okay bi say omoba 18 months pay ni anom say
18 months
18 months pay ni na ebra na nado by occasion be free SHS. Some of us cried thought say Ghana will take his time. Po say my first term ni be 2017 2019 afena ya shise free SHS hon shise na be September 2019 afeni ye be implementing ya de. 2017 September na them they started implementing it. So, but of course there was clarity of thought. Our policy nim. Obianim yeka free SHS. Everybody understood what it was. Everybody knew what was going to go into it. So Oba Echo Senior High School own their school fees. In fact, some of us even thought they cover just tuition, but buy now we cover like everything, including exams fees, all those things. Cover BBA, and they might say some of those things they are clawing back in kakra. Did the free SHS cry and Akufo I don't know. And you know that's what hold you. If you say some of the things are being clawed back, parents they are there Ashanti ay3hu. But about where your Basu, the flagship program was the 24-hour economy. And yes, that is going to have President Namache video. He said, say 1 job, 3 people will occupy. Where is it? And they will be free. It's a 24-hour market. 24-hour economy is not markets. 24-hour economy is not about markets. One of my young men and then Ansah Nyumrina Ojoki said, sorry, how much about 4 so I'll call office so I could register and go business or call a normal to office team. 24-hour economy office secretariat you know, but the president promised us that every job in this country, we were even at the time asking, say, are they going to have 3 ministers per slot? Because if you are going to have 1, 3, 3, or say 1 job, 3 shifts, 3 persons. This is what they told Ghanaians. This is what they told Ghanaians. Unless they are telling us, say, we didn't get what they were saying. President Kasano. Now me see you see and there are videos today, video evidence of what he said. Or say one man penesu so nimkasa. Or tonebo chimu. Or say 1 job, 3 shifts and 3 persons, 3 employees. As a Juma Bako, you bet Chichemu miensa, you bako anopa kusi awia kusi anyumre, and then you'll be fear numra kusi anopa. Nani pa miensa yes ajumano. He. And on the market bubu various buildings, near banks, near markets to build new markets nana. I'm on China 2028 drama by catcher and say 24-hour economy no. And only to whom markets no musi or Ali your friends say Kufija Kwani so no. Because a market is not the economy. You promised us.
Critic be with fear. Some of can say yes. Market running 24 hours.
So whom I'm market. So whom I'm market. No, if you are committed to making a 24-hour market, just put whatever measures you put for the market to operate 24 hours. The Suhum Central Market is there. If you want to operate a 24-hour market, whatever facilities will allow that market to operate 24 hours, put it in that market and let. What is this thing about Yebubu Adai, CSC, a new 24-hour market? What exactly is it? But my point is that what was described to us as 24-hour economy, no, it has nothing to do with building markets. Unless we didn't understand. They don't American. They say, Antia said, yeah, no. But see, Antia said, yeah, 24-hour economy. I'm can't want some train. Let's say a Juma Baku. You bet you miensa through the 24 hours. 8 hours, 8 hours. Nani pa miensa 1, 3, 3. Ewohi. I'm trying so far. 1 a Juma na enti sadada and son NDC for eba abayemu. Maybe the Americans are measuring with their flagship program. I don't know. Jina so year campaign. Ufa NDC for tenor. No 2 of them said the same thing about a year 24-hour economy. So I'm not surprised. Say Adani NCC market see. I'm not surprised. That's from there. Samija Fikae. That's from there. Say don't get Yakae. That's from there. Mahama Ekae.
Sam George no
Kuja Tone. Sam George no. Missy pick 10 of them. They all said different things. They gave different explanations and examples of what a 24-hour economy is. So it is clear say the thought processes I call 24-hour economy ni mu no was non-existent. Ebi ni ho obi na unim de your friend Bosremuka.
Debi.
Twi you can say asem we Bosremuka. Just obi out of the pure imagination.
Mamen kan
Pure figment of obi imagination say mamen kan tum. Obi born in Srem no ka kire Ghana fo. No mu gina so e dey to omo campaign songs near the na to Ghana fo so no to abamo.
Quickly, but Obeka said the economy is doing good because on paper, a bar exchange rate, Obeka said, "Kama, a bar inflation, single digit, economic growth, forest reserve." And your case no man ya near patch saying,
Sabi, bibia ntina ena nam so tu mra
No, actually,
see.
yeah,
Say ene exchange rate stabilize it, say or reserves looking good near there. How did it get there? Media nami o hobby. Bra Vice President Baumia Kasano. Nami jinanechi. If you say the coffee by na yesu home lorry station 2022 ojura ase and Vice President Mahama Vice President Bama Dubaumia ebe kire kwan a oba befa so ama sa adie aba.
okay.
Sometimes Obekaya na diesel prices drew about 23, almost 24 cedis per liter. The bulk of the cost no nejina because of exchange rate factors. So and then number 16 to 17.
Proud to 2024 general elections.
Yes, prior to the elections. This was 2022 November. No bow draws. No betre say baby a normal do no nim say normal mu ayedi because of someone na to or minor covid na aba Russia Ukraine war na aba take or pay with IPPs na aba financial sector cleanup exercise the cost of it no man na ahiti ama yesikasem emu go to the extent say we had to even go to IMF. Very good. IMF ekoye bosi ekoboye so I'm reading no emu na even to shore up your currency small amounts of sikapenana they will allow us to put out from your reserves no. It is Dr. Baumiane da who said look yes gold for oil forex your friend is saying a forex purchase program by Bank of Ghana yemfa is seeding into gold na gold no yanko ton so what is yemfa yanko to oil na so be crap so repatriate dollars you see dollars they be no by your gold
yeah
and those times big entities the same tier no near the person de sika ko back
the mom gold ni
gold the gold need do am na no to me a ton one year so that it reduces the pressure on the city. What about me and the transit dreams are no man to the extent say I feel on my starting huge gold reserves. So it's by the time I exited from a buy more anyone buy now sir restrictions IMF for their mind yen to mean PNC kakese to back up your currency no sabi na anyhow and that is why they were able to take such huge chunks of money from reserves now you pay good hono so no more started the bar out to come and show up your currency. But don't forget, say, we're already on track bringing back the economy. So I wouldn't say, say, Bibi Fufrobi, and then this if we buy no mabaye, ama nona akofa stability na in that sector. Dr. Baumia, most of the things are Watchro who book as far back as 2010. How cooking kaya or kwaya as a Ghana faswa a bit to me abua ama normal way na atuto yi.
Right, me patchopin wa join here na ha asase pa 107.3 asase 99.7 Tamale asase 100 of free Cape Coast Mining City Radio 89.5 for Takwansu Yim Afima Radio 103.3 Kofodia Strong 101.5 Achimda Community FM 103.3 Achimda Achiamine 87.7 Achima Cross so Yankee FM ewo Sampa Bawa Radio ewo UK Yene Honorable Frederick Opare Ansah ɛna ɛdi nkɔmmɔ na nwere NPP National Elections Committee Chair ɛna yɛne no ɛdi nkɔmmɔ yɛmmra fie honorable na afei yɛmbɛdi efie nkɔmmɔ deɛ di kan yɛma ɔtiri nkwa sɛ nipa bebrebe nyinaa no NPP anya ahotoso wɔ mu sɛ abatoɔ kɛse a ɛda NPP anim nyame yɛ adom October 3 yɛpanyin titenani a wobɛhwɛ ama bibia akɔ so yɛbɔ odin sɛ kɔhwɛ so no ɛte wo sɛ ndi di kan
o sabi deɛ okay yɛm sɛ na ɛyɛ anigyesɛm ɛm sɛ berɛ announcement ne ba yɛmpo na menni Ghana na matia me n'akyi kakra but ɛni gyeɛ na sɛbe menim nso sɛ mpani a ɛnya asa atirimpɔ na ɔmo ɛde dwuma no hyɛ me nsa no ɔmo gye di sɛ mɛtumi ayɛ ɛno nso nti ɛna ɔmo paw me ne baaso nkuo no sɛ yɛnka yɛti mmom ne yɛnwenwen kwan a yɛbɛfa so ama NPP abatoɔ kɛse a yɛba bɛto ɛde apaw yɛ national officers no ɛbɛkɔ so jojo nti naka sɛ yɛgyidie a mpanimfoɔ wɔ ɛwɔ me mu ɛno na ma me ne me baaso nkuo ɛka me ho no ɔmo ɛpaw yɛn sɛ nkɔdi sɛ adwuma no
right bɛyi si agyigya wɔ ne yɛde asoa wo wohu ne sɛ yɛade so a
politics mu adwuma deɛ ketewa biara anim ɛfiri sɛ once a yɛde dwumadie bi ahyɛ wo nsa no wobɛba bɛyɛ the center of focus ɛkɔ yie deɛ yɛ nyinaa ne yɛyɛyɛ na ɛho te twoma pɛ
ɛbɛbɔ odin
nti ɛyɛ important sɛ wototo wo nɔɔma in that respect a wobɛyɛ biribiara pɛrepɛrepɛre so ama sɛbe sɛ biribi mpo na ɛpɛ sɛ ɛte twoma a wobɛhu ne ntɛm na wasɔ ano maka sɛ adwuma yɛde ahyɛ yɛn nsa yi yɛmfa nhyɛ yɛn nsa sɛ yɛnkɔ ne yɛnkɔyi ɛyɛ new national officers daabi o yɛama yɛn asodie bi sɛ yɛmfa nhyehyɛ yɛn to hɔ nkɔsi sɛ sɛ obi yɛ delegate sɛ obi yɛ party ba sɛ obi yɛ aspirant ɛberɛ a yɛbɛwie dwumadie no deɛ odi ntwu mpo bɛhu sɛ medi ntwu a na yɛ ntwua na medi
right
sɛ normal yɛde to kwan mu nyinaa no na ɛmu da hɔ
right what yɛ fa hɔ ne deɛ mo mandate ɛyɛ dɛn ɛdɛn na ɛyɛ sɛ mo ya from now up to October 3 and even after October 3
I'm sɛ deɛ ɛdi kan ne sɛ nhyehyɛeɛ biara ɛwɔ abatoɔ ne ho no yɛn ne gyina yɛ so sɛ yɛbɛyɛ saa nhyehyɛeɛ no nti nnɛ sɛ yɛka sɛ yɛne electoral commission at ɔmo headquarters yɛakɔyɛ yɛ first meeting
okay
ama nea ɛwɔ yɛni so yɛde ato ɔmo anim ɔmo apɛnsɛmpɛnsɛm mu sɛ mmisa bi a ɛwɔ mu ɔmo bisa yɛyi ano ama yɛfra aseɛ ɛnya de broni frɛ no road map ɛwɔ kwan a yɛne ɔmo bɛfa so ayɛ adwuma akɔsi nti ne nyinaa yɛ part of yɛ adwuma sɛ excuse me bambɔ afam a ɛbɛba ɛyɛ abatoɔ ne ho ne nyinaa ɛhyɛ yɛn nsa yɛde letter akɔma IGP yɛpɛ sɛ yɛhyia no ne yɛne ne trans ne yɛdi nkita ho kwan a ɔbɛfa so abɔ abatoɔ a yɛkɔto no ho ban kwan a ɔbɛfa so abɔ nipa a ɛbɛba hɔ abɛto aba no bi ho ban ɔmo a ɛgyina kwan a ɛbɛfa so abɔ ɔmo ho ban bɛhwɛ adefoɔ ɛbɛba hɔ nsɛnkyerɛfoɔ ɛbɛba abɛkɔva kwan bɛ ne ɛbɛfa so abɔ obiara ho ban yɛne ɔmo bɛdi saa nkitaho nyinaa kɔsi sɛ yɛde adwuma no a yɛ bambɔ adwuma ɛfa yɛ abatoɔ no ho nyinaa ɛbɛhyɛ ɔmo nsa yɛn nso yɛbɛpɛ sɛ yɛasom will be clear in our minds sɛ dwumadi a yɛde hyɛ ɔmo nsa no kwan a yɛpɛ sɛ ɔmo fa so yɛ no no saa kwan no na sɛbe ɔmo bɛfa so ayɛ no ɔmo a bɛba bɛto aba na delegates ɛbɛba baabi a kwan a ɔmo bɛfa so aba ɔmo ba baabi ɔmo bɛda ɔmo adidie mu ɔmo nso nom mu ɛsɛ ne nyinaa ɛhyɛ committee no ɛnsa apɔmuden fo a sɛbe ɔmo hwɛ apɔmuden nsɛm doctors ne nurses health sɛbe wodi nipa over 7,000 ne akyire ɛkɔ akɔgu yɛbi bɛba Friday the whole of Saturday yɛyɛ conference ne bi afiri hɔ akɔ bi a Sunday possible sɛ within that space bi a na obi ti akɔbɛn no obi yɛm akɔyɛ ne ya no be baby wa kro bi akote ahwe na te se ehwe no nti sa ehye nyina te se eye mo anse drofo mo beba ho hemfo na eba mo bai ehena ye be ma mo baba bi kra baba be si canopy ni ade na mo ya outside broadcasting ni ade ewo ho all these nhye to see to me if I kwame so e be hye ama mo accreditation all those things ni na ye committee no asadia ye be station mekano stadium ho ye koye no ho nhye si ehwe ho sisi ho na de ni na eka adwuma ye be ye
ana adwuma ne so pa o
adwuma
ende brebe
so na omumpo a omo pese omo kwa bato no a committee na wo mandate say be pensem omo nsemu to be say last week but it to just say ya paw basunko foforo bi akan ye ho from vetting committee omo na akɔhwehwɛ wo de we file nominations national constitution political parties act NPP constitution election regulations mra huru nyina wo ho bia wo bibi baku mienu bia kire say etise utumi qualify based on that and san wa contest position or contest no vetting committee never vet usani pano against all these laws and regulations to make sure say osefata say akansi ekono this asembia wo uwia obi o ha ye de be ba beto abonten na ni nyi dia committee na aka ne ho ya appeals process there's an appeals committee even beyond appeals committee no yama another opportunity say when you saw the appeals committee the beka kire ona utume the command national executive committee mo hwehwem the layout za no man nyina ye gidi say ebeboa ama abato na ye koto no obi o ye involved in any way our abato no no na dwemu be the fine say bibia ye no emuda ho fefe
right so far fachame probably be na uni first hand information fachame so far your open nomination nipa do saying na apiki nomination
and right nipa 9 and apiki and then nipa 15 and a fine in total nipa 24 and apiki nominations as at this moment and it covers all the 9 positions that are being contested for. You know, in 9 Americano, my compress all the vice chairman positions, as one.
Okay.
Because there's no distinction there. Okay, your constitution acquire first vice chairs, Auto Abani we are now we say we need the first, we need the second, we need the third. Now based on that, you have from first, second, third. In the almost coalition, they are really one contest. And the kind of let's just say there is 9 positions being contested for. As at now, NIPA 24 now apeke forms, and the distribution varies.
Right, honorable 9 positions in the positions at
the first one,
the listeners,
national chairman position. If you have a vice,
okay.
Now we got general secretary.
Vice ni do do saying.
Vice be me answer.
Okay.
First vice.
Based on
second vice.
Or figures Albania.
Yes.
Okay.
I said the American. I know you one election.
Okay.
And the kind positions available to contest for. We don't hold. Also, our constituency. You two first vice. You two second vice. Oko region. You two first vice. You two second vice. Different elections. But over national. The way our constitution, specifying in I need who say one election.
Okay.
Because the be a nomination. We haven't open nomination for first vice, second vice, and third vice. We've open nomination for vice chairman position. So what I say? After general secretary, I mean national treasurer, I a 9. Then you come to national organizer, and you come to national women organizer, you come to national youth organizer, no about national Nasara organizer, no about national communications director. The 9 positions, I don't know.
Right, me can't say what show you so many messages be brave. I'm say, "Bonhenu bisa na maye." Ne be say, still, chairman won't to me bet me a contest as national chairman. Bra wo efiase. Facha me pa questions bu I say yetimi ma party for no so eti no ma bi ase
Questions bi so ha agency.
ana me ka say me dey minim kakra ne say o peke nomination we o file we a ye free bi vetting enti vetting no o mbekọ prison ho no makọ vetting na say ye wo kwan bi ye befa so a ye be vetting nipa no sign na party constitution no eka in the case of chairman untumi so obetumi contest because nomination there obetumi asoma akokora bakora say picking nomination mame ne dia ne say
Well, mean to me in Kasama, the vetting committee, and the say, as the elections committee, we are trying as much as possible. Say those two committees, a vetting committee and the appeals committee, will give them some level of independence in the way they do their work. I try to me offer even me views and opinions on that particular matter. It be my causes some prejudices. They are made to me can say as far as we have opened nomination there, Obia to me cover the forms. However, the vetting process, and that is the essence of the process. I don't know about say qualify and I won't qualify. And this is me try me comment even on a particular person and whether Sanipano or qualified to contest or not. Now may I undermine the vetting process itself. It is left to the committee to determine out of all the material say Uganda constitution provisions will match why obetumi I a member of the national executive of a political party.
Yes.
Public your friends say Political Parties Act also NPP your constitution and rules and regulations are here for this election so the vetting committee na juma ne say amo betrans say bono yin no wakọ forms so what I say o dey wa form awie o dey akoma the secretariat no receive we hand over everything to vetting committee. They schedule you for vetting. Obani ya pensem o papers out the album. Obana send a vetting committee. Ebe to me a free hako abrochri because aspirant be and to me a man.
Want to be a virtual event and then
it will take the opportunity to take it among when you answer Mumra land and vetting me. Committee aja to see a better vetting a vetting committee for them. I say be an aspirant to be a channel. I say oh media weekend even to me or the committee me try to get a move yeah.
Mumra na vetting.
I was like a committee go amonko.
Omeko.
By the same extension if obi obabi no feel say mo da mumra ha na mo vetting me wa ha. Maybe an committee aja to I can't make that determination.
But for now,
I hear your terms of reference.
But for now, election committee need take a decision be on chairman to me. As to whether so be to me pick
the election committee has not taken any such decision on him because it doesn't lie with us. Like I said, we opened nominations and Ubia to me for I form. We NDC ni cry. Which you have a toy form nibi.
And this phone you have to be.
But who drew
vetting committee? No,
there's a requirement to say you must have been a member of NPP for at least 2 years. Who do one have a vetting committee and normal membership can need 2 years. Disqualifier. Why do you disqualification?
Yeah, disqualify will be a sika will try filing fee no refundable.
And your regulations, your rules, who say will refund anybody's funds to them, there be refundable. And one of the processes are printing forms and they casa nipa at the hospital or pagosia numre our more forms home ejuma. There are a lot of processes that we are going through. A cost a womb. All those overheads and administrative costs. That's the kind of the back cover. And we know we need the house man, we need the man qualifying tea. And I said the Obaka election is be we no. O we on so
Maboka.
Obaka just say campaign me ko enja crowd there. Monfa me fees na me tua for you know so man we need. There is a non-refundable fee.
Right, me da se meja o but answer na meja wa mo akono. Meaning say elections were crucial ma NPP because NPP bet me win 2028 general elections are a leaders a beba bonting and how transparent and fairness are a beba sa elections mu. E to be a committee member obe say committee member we kura no na support asumasi Manchester work as asumasi a chairman ye when your secretary ye assurance be na be ma NPP for Ghana for say fairness be yejuma transparency be yejuma October 3 2026.
So you can say your person nipanya ye GDA ewo ye adwuma ye ba be ye ni mu a na enkyerɛ sɛ ebi a aspirant bi ana delegate bi ana party ba bi enya complain bi ema ye in the process of adwuma ye be na human institution we dan na nso kakra bi beba baabi but say sad de no bamu a everybody can be assured say ye nhyehyɛ ye de ato hɔ a be ma periperi ya ye adwuma no ɛno ne ye de be yes adwuma no fa say aspirant bi ma complain bi about baby you to me anticipate bibia there but at least you put in place the framework and the necessary processes the procedures are you de be address obia concern. So what as you make us say there's an appeals process. We are not letting the appeals process end with the appeals committee. Why yeah elaborate guidelines at the ama vetting committee. Betre yanka kekese vetting for monkoye mojuma ya saya mo guidelines aye di chiro mo say na mo befa so aye adwuma no ama periperi aye adwuma. Enti between vetting, appeals, the organization of the event near there no we are hoping say through all the procedures processes name adia the better form no obi bia benya gidie say the committee is indeed working to ensure say beyond the election no obi bia enya assembly enka at least emphasis committee no na chairman no it look like or support to asmesi ana or support to Obente and impo the committee as a whole no now they were tilted towards a particular person. One of our guiding principles and they say see treaty osumesi kwan we so Obente ba sa kwan no anso na e be fa so ayede a treaty no will not yan say the NDC for apply Ghana law no so TikTok akasani achi no Kevin Taylor de otumi di obi atem ebre bi ope ekwan bia ope eso obehu obi ada pada bi enya no bi na ye committee no ye be ye kwan bia ye be fa so a treaty every aspirant no it will be the same especially aspirants that are contesting for the same position we can guarantee that they will all receive equal treatment in any matter that comes before the committee.
Right. Producers no are prompt me say Breno mo demand but facha me papa yenya on da bembi unti yemfa ni nyina mo bo ebi o me sam otiri nkwa kitchen cabinet Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bomia so called kitchen cabinet em so ka ho and hoso me otiri nkwa
kitchen cabinet and we know who
yeah so we are in charge of identifiable activities. And Ansah.
I don't need kitchen cabinet. I any office na.
Okay.
He structured the office.
Right.
Yeah.
Uro ye day.
Oh, as we speak, Mecca says they say your off-season campaign. The your some normally a year without giving too much details. Your normal be a year which will lead up to your campaign.
Okay.
Like I said, no,
I know your operational work and
said your TBA no say normal no. No. It may lead you to your campaign towards the 2028. I know na me hwe so no. And obehwe honorable Kojo and so ehwe nkrabata ba ko and so me fancy be lead you to say manifesto preparation.
Okay.
No so ehwe so normal
into what the any operation
normal bakwa ko wie se yakwa ko dru se campaign no gina ho no eno na hye mensa
right
anye bia chama wontumi obetumi a contest ya na sana na ubisa me but the question I ubisa really was whether obetumi abepeke forms and that how the vetting go na me church mu chere say say obi betumi a contest and our contest and on the vetting process and on the mame de NDC ni kra obetumi abefa form no oba ya obefa form na emum ewie no could do vetting na for your pensem ne nsemu a e na determination no ebeba to essentially no man shada anka chama wontumi asem and emu me chere say the determination of the obetumi contest election no to main contest no anya manum na hye a vetting committee adwuma no na dia no ebepie
me pacho fa chem yo ye nya ne clear kakra that means say still chairman wontumi wo afiase na wose obesumo bi ama na peke nomination amano a ene dia nya wontumi nka say da bia na ane obetumi apeke forms.
Of course, obviously. So be baso be top forms for obia be sort of forms amani atoma no.
Okay.
Wa file nomination awie no. Ni e be hwehwe wasem mu ahwe say o condition situation a wom set tbia no be allow am wa contest ni bia na say allow.
Okay.
And them say sana asem nani ate efa. Ofie frɛ from Suhum and or kase le be den na omwa sabi omadi ncho ewo abatwa koso ewo different levels of the party, free polling station, electoral area, constituency, nano region, dear ba national yabekoi ediobia ebebam. The American fa hone se abatwa ayekono eya na ye process enye edana yeto abane pe ene sabi it's not that single event of Yako election. No. All the campaign period idea tree. Wedding kunimu na wedding chumpo no. Once a more beka kwaya ofa so ji weni. I always say something. Say you should be moderate in your celebrations and you should be magnanimous to omwa elusuye. Many Brian na ko election be brave so hum. E bia na me catch omwa ma chi tie for ne say e kabia me boy no Brian Bobby anamo nti omu hu se ye de yaboka ye nyaade ono de waboka wadi nchu
nti de ni brene nam
de ni brene nam o da reho ne nam o de abufuo kakra wom enti sa nipa no ko na nim no ko ne ho na wa approach ni mpo a ate se ohu kwan a obefa so akrokro kakra say chelpa ne wonu wadi nkunimo so say chelpa me na de ebi ameka bibi anya oda fache enti rest on all of us. I hear part of the process at every level. So ye contestant, so no di nchu, so no di nkunim. It is say yina ye who say one objective in the area. And it say Yabeko election 2028. Nyakwa kudi nkunim.
Right.
And for that to be possible, no. It is you bend it over backwards. They accommodate ye ho. Na say ekoye who say mena medinkunim wenum ne di ncho na say me kai say me lose me winning me election 2008 ni lose president in NDC for the tontro abegina me Johnson so wanya kukufu wanya chester about the benno you know I'm there national election they are not waiting for any day so I'm here come boom to go for any election but remember so we call internal elections uvia unua na wadi ncho no ono na wokofa na beka ho ono na chitafo na munyina maka bom wo hwe se be Dr. Baumia na montu a yeto abawie pepepe omo a ene no ko akansi a omo di ncho hihye bia oye no obie na tabo mu ade omo nyina eba mu ebeka ho saa ne ye no ono anka se tu anamo eka omo nyina nchen awofie ekocheche omo ko hwe se dia omo hote cause obi o ha punch na waji no Jack me madam so je ni we we gbasa hu ha no bi na bia nipa no sa na aye no it is a one anko original anko twetwe na mamu a na bam kra ye dey abu enti it takes all of us omo ekobi omo adi omochi na sometimes ebi to me hu me ne Brian na ye share bia 18 komo ye ka so omo say na ne Brian mo ye fine za say I'm Brian fine pa. Na ade I say the way I'm chita phone bi to me I said there mushi akra mo nkasa. That is usually the problem. People who try to be more Catholic than the Pope. No share unia on no ekasa. But mo chita phone who ai na we their time we no we their time we the chita phone especially and I am wakasa at the moment.
Okay.
Say who say nkunimdie na unua bi anya party position no. President Kufone kan yo. Osi general secretary of opposition no. Messenger wa ban mu no. Who hia chen sa general secretary no. Enti the objective this year beba power. Do ya ma eno anye ebribia in front of us ye ni here your attitude towards other patrons no will be very very bad. Now be kasi yen making sure say abatwe bibia be ko periperi sa pepe ni anamo ayetu aha me we ya me yen chechemu yi e ka ho bi say de be ya party ma dodo ani di abatwe achi be hu say nhihia ye de to ho nyina no e yen nhihia ye de asomdwe beba e be ma abatwe no akowiewie peye obi bisa say ba ne say ne yi abatwe ni free sunya ne ba kumase
me de no kra
mente krada free say me be ye
committee
chairman one change make say abba a date no initially nanke to aba no on the 19th of September and because of certain technical issues with venue ne ehonsem sem Kumasi ho no na te say yetwe ekọ nanim empo no ubehu say say region ne constituency there no there were some shifts in terms of no already no a creative pressure fancy senka weekend ya to your friends say region abawi na 19th ya to national there nanka ya hoboa ne normal say the ebe hihye no kwa be senka ebe ye hihye so kakra nti date na yasesa no from the 19th of September to the 3rd of October. But venue there, it has always been Kumasi free. Say, yedi jumadi share. Yes, sir. Position now, omo contest. There's no limit. Emma, the various positions. No, say nipa mi lupe de betu mi akọ contest. Say nipa mi ensape. Bibi ni hosa. Obekaya 2007. NPP called Legon. So omo kwa koyi a flag bearer. Nipa 17. If I initially plan on 18. And honorable Krabi father to pull out na koka 17 call election no. And watching here say ya be try say ya be sonne so amana koka 5. And ya de super delegates be shame. Now so now you call Legon last year grand cry ya go year free. Even the flag bearer position pa maybe ya senka the main election nipa not more than 5 in the Bekono. I don't cry a year free. There is no position in MPP. Ya copy the number of people are able to me are contested. I open as many people are feel say omo any ejeho omo anya position who are kono omo person omo contest no e kwenda ho ema omo yat mate Grace mene MPP mpanifo no bekasa say nada na NDC for the dada Ghana for during campaign no e buy be see amamo teacher license I see betwem and then I know video be me kwame dampam my stress or see we will abolish it and then we will reintegrate it into Mr. Akwe no is a more kind of so are you scrapping it or you are says and sabi and kontompo sabi Grace ya be calm but say kwan wo me tese o kan kwapem me so special o kwapini bia me so o kwapini na wo adejewa o de kasa e de church and say mu so wo approach ya be pe akwanya ma na wo so wako kasa bia ma yem party no ama ya open you also so you bring strategies from Asamankese ya mo classmates no and also your train on strategy eba we will certainly take it on board and add it to there was a namdodo and say enquire almost a tray and say you can party money na emom na yentumi emfa enko okonono sa pepe na no that is why I pese abatwa yɛhwɛ so yi no yɛnwie no na obiara dwen mu ayɛ no fine na nkɔyɛ sɛ obi anya abufuo bi because of abatwa yɛkɔ yɛba bɛkɔ yi nti yɛbɛsrɛ na obiara ne n'akyitaafoɔ nhyehyɛeɛ biara yɛde bɛba no sɛbe sɛ ɛnyɛ wo de o sɛ wonte aseɛ o wobɛtumi aengage committee no ne nti a yɛde saa nhyehyɛeɛ no aba kwan a bɛboa ama dwumadi a yɛkɔ akɔdi no na bɛboa ma party no nso atumi achieve ne objective no ɛno nti ne yɛde nhyehyɛeɛ biara aba wo reach out to us a nkyerɛmu biara ɛwɔ hɔ yɛde bɛma wo but you can rest assured sɛ the National Officers Elections Committee 2026 of New Patriotic Party, there is no way yebeye bribi yede ba be skew any decision, any process to any candidate's advantage.
Right. And more to me say aspirant to be a control no casting be near tunufo, wakani a tunufo, yakan tunufo, any NPP mra, a boy bra. You better disqualify nana.
I know the Mekampu say Sabi a general disciplinary issues. Say in the course of your campaign interest, I just say Osai party no.
Okay.
And I'll say party in my and it may not necessarily be an electoral issue, but the general disciplinary where your collection interest the disciplinary committee of the party no. Omaja Juma. In fact, Nora your be nominations now. Onaba Mokwata nene committee so no so about almost city. The laws of the party, the regulations, the rules, and the organs of the party are fully functional. And ukwe wanamutu utu on someone woka my hunte it should only promote the party to say that the responsibilities of a member of the party are stipulated in the articles of the constitution of the party no okasa nya de bema party na nya nkabom enya de bema party no enkoso ne nkanko abama ne party no ye party de ye say ye de be form government na through government no adwen a yekita aya feels ye betumi de apagya Ghana man no ye nya de enti uti opposition asabe utumi fasa oman no adwen no emwa oman no oman so nkrofo yi say na the earlier we come back and take over and fix a normal air coachmano, the better. Right, Mejao. Yeah, that's the part. But answer Mejao no is MPP on course to recapture power in 2028. Is Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia prepared? Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia there is very prepared. He's poised and he's ready to take over the reins of government. Party nini yeguswa sabi ya shisheno. Anuntina asamba kwa obi nipa mienu mpo na raise about said obi obedincho kwan ben ye befa so ede omo abamu no campaign ye be hyehyɛ anya sabe obi nko nipa we no ne ye kɔ eye primaries no omo na support doctor je omo nko na ede omo be adwuma edu ba bia ehwehwem we no tie Kennedy achi we not tie Brian chi we na educhum nipa we na kwamre Japan nipa oma omonso at the every level I be no inform nyina hihye mbi no mu hu se omonso de ewo mu bi sa na wo ye no sebe me de MP osuhum mfie be edunsia sa na me ye no ana na ye ma me ni me nua Brian ko wi na me hihye se even election committees mpo na ma frɛ mesela we abia okoka Abraham my friend at the bone na damo akonomo at some point no mo mafa at another point o mo Brian ho na me de omo nyina abamu no mo hu se sebe o ade na ye na nyame nko an na machitai for nko an na se ebia ye bedidi bia be hu se obia side ewom eti na je se ade na ye de so obia side ewom. Right, may I say, Honorable Frederick Opare, Ansah for your time. Thank you. God bless you. No, in a monkosu na nyuma panso amoye the tie on my yechino. Monkosu, my culture of silence there, but Nami unshram. Nami so unshram. Nami found kojojo. So, maybe Honorable Frederick Opare Ansah, and I would say, AD and Komono, and NPP. National Election Committee or no any pound is a dream train one way and to be a Senabia October was made there tosso me and
bibia bɛkɔ jojo na bibia kɔ asondwem but adeɛ ma kɔ wom ne sɛ politics of insult where internal elections sɛ o support a contest of ideas o support a contest of ideas o support a contest of ideas enti dia wo support ni bia no meba to tie me pa enu oma pa e woni pa no mu a wo betimi aye no